The crowd has been waiting for this one for a very long time. Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. So it's Sonny Edwards. He's 160 centimeters tall with a reach of 152 centimeters. And he'll be facing the Jackal, Carl Frampton. He tipped the scales at 121 pounds. He's 5'5" tall, and his reach is 62 inches.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
It's showtime. Sonny Edwards, fighting out of London, England, has already covered head to toe in gold. One of the best in the world today. He's the Jackal, Carl Frampton, fighting out of Belfast, the first boxer ever from Northern Ireland to have held world titles in 2 different weight classes.
It'll be ding-ding from birth, they're off.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from London, England, here is a flyweight champion of the world, Showtime, Sonny Edwards. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Belfast, Northern Ireland, introducing a super bantamweight and featherweight champion of the world, the Jackal, Carl Frampton.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night, because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
They exchange punches. Trying to land that jab. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
It's a flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put them on the back foot. Put them under pressure.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Straight right just misses. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Edwards in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
What are you doing? Come on, switch on, switch on. You've been coasting.
He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart, otherwise he'll see it and he'll
Get this boxing back together. Now it's a tougher fight. There's going to be confidence.
Here we go for round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Just missed with that hook. Both men step back for just a moment. Time they throw a shot, they get countered. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Do you believe what we are seeing? The jab doesn't quite connect. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
How about that time counter shot? And he scores with the counter. This is a high-octane battle. Oh, counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Edwards in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
on the job. Get back.
Great round, great round. Now relax, relax.
Oh, that's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you've let him back.
Can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
There's the bell to start round three. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter punch. Perfect counter shot. One punch could change everything in this battle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Talk about punches in bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Do you believe what we're seeing? Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter shot lands. These two were made for each other. Nice counter shot. There's a counter shot. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Edwards in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
That's it. Just
Okay, focus. Big, deep breaths. Big, deep breaths.
dig you out. Great work. Just stay focused.
Breathe. I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your...
And there's the bell to start round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Nope, that jab not going to score. Both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
His jab just got blocked. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. That counter punch caught him clean. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Throws the uppercut, but misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Edwards in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Come on, breathe. I need you to go back out there and he just...
Okay, I'm happy I like that round. Good work. You were thinking just the same.
Get that jab back. Just box him. Just be smart. Just...
Now, don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for a one shot at a time.
And there's the bell for round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Nice counter shot. Threw the uppercut but did not score. Punches coming from every angle. He threw a punch and just got countered. The straight right just misses. Good counter punching. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I go in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happen.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Is he going to punch himself out, though? He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Catch and shoot. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Edwards in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Just keep him on this next round. I need you to go back out there and he's
Landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab.
and back. Just box him. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it.
Let's keep smart. Getting your time in.
On to the sixth round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
The straight right just misses. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Throws the jab but does not score. The perfect counter lands. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Couldn't land that jab. And he fails to score with that left hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Frampton in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Landing your power shots. Good work. Don't...
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off.
I need you into what you do. Good work. Good work there. Get back out there and win the round.
Don't worry about that round.
Great work. Stay focused.
Here comes round 7. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Beautiful counter punch. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Jab just missed with the left hand. Well done with that counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. His stamina is off the charts. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you?
It was a matter of time. Frampton is on the canvas. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
That's lights out right there.
This fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
What a punch! And that sends Showtime to the floor. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
I need to see that again.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Both men getting off the canvas in that incredible round.
And they were heavy knockdowns too.
Let him get back into it. Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
Good work, that's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back. Now
Stick him on the end of the jab, and then start gathering your pace and win this.
set him up, but you can take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's...
And there's the bell to start round 8. Who do you think's got more in the tank, Johnny, as both fighters went to the canvas last round?
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They got to think like a goldfish. Forget after 10 seconds. They got to be smart.
A lot of effort being exerted here. The straight right just misses. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Swing and miss with the jab. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter punch. This fighter has not shown us much defense at all. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
A swing and a miss with the left hook. Looking to land the hook. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
His stamina is off the charts. That counter shot lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talking about Edwards in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and done everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Feel good? Good man, good man.
Basics, get your rhythm back, then we go again.
3 shots, keep smart. Just the same again, don't try.
Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
The straight right just misses. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? There's a counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? I want to think of holding on here for a minute. The straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Edwards in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
The fight, don't give him any free shots. Keep smart.
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? I need you to focus on what you do.
But you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolute.
Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off, win the round.
This is the 10th. How much is left in their tank after last round?
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Missing with the hook. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
Incredible work rate. Nope, that uppercut does not score. That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it? The referee says they're okay to fight, and we'll keep fighting. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Jab does not score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Edwards in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
The jab's working
Most in this fight, and now you've let him get back into it. Now it's a...
Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round.
And there's the bell to start round 11. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Miss with that jab. The straight right just misses. Throw a shot, they get countered. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful. Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That counter punch caught him clean. The straight right just misses. That uppercut misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Edwards in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
It's when you talk about championship material.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man.
Win the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it.
Shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
On to the 12th. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Jab misses. A perfect counter shot. Holding nothing back here in the round. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The stamina is off the charts. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.